Good morning, friends. Myself, Dr. Naugari. Today, we will discuss about thyroid and antithyroid drugs. So, thyroid and parathyroid glands are situated in the neck region. Parathyroid gland regulate calcium level, whereas thyroid gland produce thyroid hormones that play an important role in regulating growth, maturation, and metabolism. Hyperthyroidism and hyperparathyroidism result from a tumor, and treatment is surgical removal of all part or partial gland. So, what are the therapeutics over thyroid gland? That are hypothyroidism. So, hypothyroidism means decreased synthesis of thyroid hormone. So, that was developed in Hashimoto thyroiditis or surgical removal. So, drugs used in hypothyroidism are thyroxine, that is T4, and triiodothyronine, that is T3 hormone. So, therapeutic overview for hyperthyroidism, that is Graves' disease or toxic nodular goiter, are considered as hyperthyroidism state. So, drugs in treatment of hyperthyroidism includes antithyroid drugs like propylthiouracil, radioactive iodine, and surgical removal of thyroid gland to reduce thyroid hormone production. Along with that, glucocorticoids also help in relieving symptoms associated with hyperthyroidism. So, prior to understand hyper and hypothyroidism, we have to understand how thyroid hormone are synthesized. So, this was a schematic diagram where thyroid hormones are synthesized. The biosynthesis of thyroid hormone was divided in 6 steps. So, step 1 is trapping of iodide molecule. Iodide molecules are trapped inside the thyroid cell. Transport to the follicular lumen by an anion transporter in apical membrane. After iodide trapping, iodide molecules are oxidized into iodine by means of thyroperoxidase enzyme. Along with oxidation of iodide to iodine, coupling of tyrosine molecule with iodine to form iodotyrosine component. Using iodotyrosine, thyroid hormone precursors are synthesized, that are MIT and DIT, that is monoiodotyrosine and diiodotyrosine. Third step in the biosynthesis of thyroid hormone is endocytosis. So, this was a process in which thyroid hormone precursors, that is MIT and DIT, are stored in thyroglobulin in thyroid gland. After endocytosis, step 4, that is proteolysis. So breakdown of thyroglobulin for release of T3 and T4. Step 5, that is secretion of T3 and T4 in blood circulation. And step 6, that is deiodination. This step takes place in blood circulation where circulating T4 molecules are converted into T3 molecules by deiodination process. That release iodine was further utilized by thyroid gland for production of thyroid hormone. So what are the actions performed by thyroid gland? So these are the some actions performed by thyroid hormone. So this arrow indicate increase level of different processes. So first action is increase in calorogenesis and raise BMR. So increase in calorie production and raising BMR means increase oxygen consumption, increase breakdown of proteins and decrease in body weight. These are the significant markers of thyroid hormone action. Next action is thyroid hormone increase carbohydrate and protein metabolism by increasing glycogenolysis and glycogen synthesis process. Further, thyroid hormone increase cholesterol turnover, that is degradation of lipids. Then mobilization of calcium from bones, that was action of thyroid hormone. Thyroid hormone further responsible for increase in heart rate and cardiac output. So this action is maybe due to increase in sensitivity of beta receptors towards circulating catecholamines. Apart from these, thyroid hormone regulate water and electrolyte balance, normal body growth and development along with certain reproductive functions, normal development of nervous system and hemopoiesis regulation. So these are some actions performed by thyroid hormone. So thyroid hormone, that is synthetic thyroid hormone available for the treatment of hypothyroidism, that are levothyroxine, leothyronine, Leotrix and natural thyroid hormones. These are used for hypothyroid state. Mechanism through which thyroid hormone act. Thyroid hormone binds to nucleus, mitochondria and plasma membrane. After binding to its receptor, thyroid hormone increase uptake of glucose and amino acid inside the cell, increase synthesis of RNA and proteins. Further, thyroid hormone increases cellular and enzymatic activity, stimulate sodium potassium ATPase activity and ATP turnover along with increased oxygen consumption. So essential for early development of CNS. So this was a mechanism of thyroid hormone, how it is responsible for development of cellular growth along with CNS development. What are the therapeutic uses of thyroid hormones? It was used in thyroid deficiency state, that is treatment of myxoedema. Also, it was used in hypothyroidism, Chronic thyroiditis, that is non-toxic and nodular goiter for suppressing TSH level. Also, thyroid hormone useful in hyperlipidemia, obesity, infertility, and menstrual disorders. Toxicity associated with thyroid hormone: hyperthyroidism, hyperirritability, insomnia, nervousness, tachycardia, palpitation, arrhythmia, and polyphagia. These are the toxic events associated with thyroid hormone therapy. So, antithyroid drugs. In which condition antithyroid drugs are supposed to be used? The condition is hyperthyroidism. Hyperthyroidism is of two types, that is diffuse toxic goiter, that is Graves' disease characterized by thyrotoxicosis, that is puffy eyes and ophthalmopathy. The figure demonstrates diffuse toxic goiter symptoms. Second type is toxic nodular goiter, that is also called as Plumer's disease. It is hyperthyroid state developed due to increase in BMR, neuromuscular activity, and sympathetic nervous system activity increases. The symptoms in hyperthyroidism are fatigue, irritability, loss of weight, sweating, tachycardia, palpitation, and hypertension. So these are some symptoms associated with hyperthyroidism. So drugs used in treatment of hyperthyroidism. Classification of antithyroid drugs. Class 1, that is inhibitors of thyroxine synthesis. Drugs are propylthiouracil, methylthiouracil, methimazole, and carbimazole. Second category, drugs that destroy thyroid tissue. So, radioactive iodine was used to destroy thyroid tissue. Third category, anti-adrenergic drugs like propranolol, guanethidine. Fourth category, drugs with uncertain mechanism: potassium iodide, Lugol's iodine. These are the two agents used in prophylaxis of goiter. Next category is inhibitors of iodine trapping. So, thiocyanate and perchlorate are used to inhibit trapping of iodine molecules. So, this was a pharmacokinetic profile of thyroid hormones and antithyroid drugs. So, thyroxine, it is available in oral as well as parenteral. It is well absorbed. Half-life is 7 days. Disposition through body by means of metabolism, enterohepatic circulation. More than 99% is the protein binding for thyroxine, as well as triiodothyronine possess similar activity to that of thyroxine, having more than 99% of protein binding, whereas methimazole possesses least protein binding, that is only 8%. The first category drug, that is propylthiouracil, it possesses certain action. It inhibits formation of thyroxine mainly by inhibiting iodination of tyrosine, coupling and condensation of iodotyrosine, block oxidation of iodine, inhibit cytochrome oxidase and peroxidase system. Along with that, propyl thiouracil inhibit peripheral conversion of T4 to T3. So, based upon this pharmacological action, it possesses certain uses, that is hyperthyroidism, prepare thyrotoxic patient for surgical procedures. So, it was contraindicated in pregnancy and lactation. Toxicity associated with propyl thiouracil, it possesses goitrogenic action, allergic reaction, and it may develop hyperthyroid state. Next drug is radioactive iodine, that is I-131. So, beta rays are responsible for destruction of thyroid tissue. Ionizing beta rays destroy the functioning and regenerating capacity of thyroid cell. Follicles are necrous, colloid disappears, and followed by fibrosis of thyroid tissue. Uses of iodine 131 in hyperthyroidism, thyroid carcinoma, and as an diagnostic agent in identification of various thyroid diseases. Iodine 131 is contraindicated during pregnancy and lactation. It possesses certain side effects like pain, tenderness in thyroid area, and swelling. Next category is anti-adrenergic drugs. So, beta blockers are used to control adrenergic mediated symptoms like tachycardia, palpitation, and hypertension. Along with these effects, propranolol reduce peripheral conversion of T4 to T3. Next example of drug is iodine. It is useful in iodine deficiency goiter as it is responsible for reducing vascularity and swelling of glands. High level of iodine in blood inhibit thyroid hormone release by negative feedback mechanism. Iodine antagonizes the ability of TSH and cyclic AMP to release hormone. Iodine also inhibits proteolysis of thyroglobulins. So, based upon these actions, it is used for preparing patient for surgical procedures. So, gland shrinks and less vascularity, decrease bleeding in case of surgical procedures. Next drug is thiocyanate and perchlorate. They are used for inhibiting iodine trapping. Perchlorate possesses certain kinds of limitations as it develops aplastic anemia. So, its use was limited. So, treatment for thyrotoxic crisis, that is principally based upon 5 lines of treatment. First of all, correcting the sympathetic overactivity by use of beta blockers, propranolol. Correcting adrenal insufficiency by using hydrocortisone. Third mechanism is block thyroid hormone synthesis and its release, that is by sodium iodide, certain antithyroid drugs, like neomarcazole. Fourth, if thyrotoxic crisis get severe, heart failure may take place. So that can be managed by digitalization and use of diuresis. General measures like oxygen therapy and intravenous glucose also recommended. Glucocorticoids also used in treatment of thyrotoxic crisis as it is acute therapy of severe hypothyroidism. Cortisol degradation by delta 4 steroid reduce activity in hyperthyroidism. Glucocorticoid inhibit deiodinase enzyme and decrease catabolism of T4 to T3. Along with that, it possesses antipyretic effect. So these are the some clinical problems associated with thyroid hormones. Acute over replacement of thyroid hormone may cause angina, arrhythmia, or myocardial infarction. Chronic overuse of thyroid hormone develops osteoporosis, altered metabolism of other drugs. Chronic under-replacement of thyroid hormone cause bradycardia, sleepiness, hypercholesteremia, and coronary artery disease. Next drug is iodine. It causes goiter, hyperthyroidism, hypothyroidism, iodism. If the level of iodine alters, thiourenyl drugs, that is propylthiouracil, possess certain side effects like skin rash, granulocytopenia, serum sickness, and hepatic toxicity. Next gland is parathyroid gland that secrete parathyroid hormone. Parathyroid hormone is released from parathyroid gland. Its release was depend upon level of calcium inside the blood. Decrease in parathyroid hormone leads to hypokalemia, that is hypocalcemia, convulsion, and death. So decrease in calcium level in blood stimulate parathyroid hormone release, whereas increase in calcium in blood cause inhibition of parathyroid hormone release. So pharmacological action of parathyroid hormone PTH increase calcium in plasma. Calcium transport from bone, kidney, and intestine towards blood. In bone, resorption of bone and release of calcium in blood. Parathyroid hormones stimulate osteoclastic activity by increasing adenyl cyclase activity and depress osteoblastic activity. Further, PTH increase absorption of bone matrix and release of calcium from bone to blood. In kidney, PTH inhibit renal reabsorption of phosphate due to activation of adenyl cyclase and decrease calcium clearance and increase phosphate clearance. In intestine, there is no direct effect of PTH as vitamin D promote absorption of calcium. So question arises, what is resorption of bones? It is the process by which Osteoclast break down the bone tissue and release the minerals, resulting in transfer of calcium from bone tissue to the blood circulation. So this process makes bones brittle. So use of PTH, early control of tetany due to hypoparathyroidism, diagnosis of pseudo hypoparathyroidism. Toxic event associated with parathyroid hormones are hypercalcemia, weakness, vomiting, diarrhea, and lack of muscle tone. PTH lead to demineralization of bone and metastatic calcification. So, osteoblasts are the cell required for bone synthesis and mineralization, both during the initial formation of bones and while repairing the bones. Osteoclasts are the cells required for breaking of the bone tissue. So this was a graphical representation. This image was taken from Bustle.com. Calcitonin. Parafollicular cells of thyroid gland synthesize calcitonin. So calcitonin produce hypocalcemia by inhibiting bone resorption and by promoting urinary excretion of calcium. Release of calcium depend upon level of calcitonin. Increase blood calcium stimulate calcitonin release. Glucagon and magnesium also stimulate calcitonin release. Mechanism through which calcitonin responsible for hypocalcemia, it increase osteoblastic activity and decrease osteoclastic activity. Calcitonin antagonize the action of parathyroid hormone. So calcitonin was used in treatment of hypercalcemia. Toxic event associated with calcitonin are inflammatory reactions and mild hypocalcemia. Vitamin D, that is cholecalciferol. Cholecalciferol in liver get converted into its potent form, that is dihydrotestosterone. Mechanism through which vitamin D increase calcium level is in bones, in mitochondria. Vitamin D responsible for increased dietary absorption of calcium. Vitamin D helps in the maintaining calcium level in bone and mitochondria. In kidney, vitamin D increase reabsorption of calcium from proximal convoluted tubules. In intestine, it increase absorption of calcium. Symptoms associated with hypervitaminosis is decalcification of bone, hypercalcemia, hyperphosphatemia, and hypercalciuria. So this is thyroid and anti-thyroid drugs. Never forget to subscribe Dr. Navagare's Pharmacology channel. Thank you for watching.